Hold up. YouTube's doing a weird thing again. Why is it doing this? I don't know why it always does double for my live streams for some reason. Alright, should be good now, I think. Alright, YouTube looks good now. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Alright, cool. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Spiderwolf, back for another wuwa stream. It's been a while since we did one of these. I've been a bit busy as of late, not gonna lie, guys, so that's why I haven't done a couple streams for like HSR or ZZZ. Like I said, I don't know when I'm gonna get to those, but we'll see. But you know, Augusta's out. I didn't want to do pulls for her, and then we might as well do some story for wuwa because there's a brand new story to do. So we'll be checking that out. I don't know how long stream's gonna go on for, but it'll probably go on for at least an hour, probably. But yeah, you know, we'll see how much we get through and what we do. But to be honest, you know, after we do pulls, I'm probably gonna just be farming up materials for Augusta to see how far we can get with that, and then if I do get her, and then from there may or may not do story. So we may or may not do story today, depending on like how fast it takes me to get to all Augusta's materials here and her build and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, with that being said, you know, I don't really got too much else to say other than, you know, if you guys are interested in, you know, Augusta's a pretty cool character. I hear she's actually pretty good as well. I don't think you really need her weapon, but it would be nice if, you know, for every character, right, if you do pull for the weapon. We'd also have Carlotta, she's available. Shorekeeper's also out. If you don't have a Shorekeeper, definitely a really good pickup, so I would highly recommend to get Shorekeeper if you do not have her. Carlotta's not half bad for like an ice DPS, so she's pretty nice. And then the rest are the weapon banners pretty much. But yeah, I mean, without further ado, might as well get right into it, right? Might as well get right into these pulls, see how well they go. Or bad, but hopefully they go well, right? Hopefully, I preferably want my pulls to go well. So far, starting off with the purple though, mid roll. Okay, just one purple, huh? All right. Maybe though, maybe we could get early Augusta. Wouldn't that be cool, huh? Maybe we could get early Augusta. That'd be nice. So far, that ain't happening yet though. So far, not yet. You know, it's like it looks like it's gonna turn gold, and then it's just like, I don't know, we're just going straight to purple, huh? You know, Augusta is purple, you know, with being Electro and all, but you know, the summon animation kind of needs to be gold for it to actually have a chance of being here, right? All right, we're how many pulls? Like four or five pulls in, or yeah, I think like 4 10 rolls in by now. This should be our 5th one, I think. Okay, still nothing. Just purples all around. Just only purples. Okay. I think this is our 60th pull. Okay. Got it. Semi-ish early. Let's hope it's Augusta though. Hopefully. Maybe. Okay, that kind of scared me a little bit.
Maintaining your health.
Alright. This guy's electric though, so, you know, maybe it's a sign for Augusta. Come on, Augusta, please, Augusta, please. Yes! Let's go! Woo! Let's go with 50-50 again. Let's go. Man, she's straight up like an Elden Ring kind of character, not gonna lie. Oh, she is so fucking cool. Let's fucking go. Easy Augusta. Alright, not bad. What was that, like 60 pulls total, I think? Yeah, I think it was like about 60-ish pulls total, so honestly not too bad. Technically that's like a slightly that's like a right before soft pity, so honestly not half bad. I could be wrong about my pulls, but it should be about 60 pity or so. I'm just trying to take a quick screenshot here just to save this for memories on my end. But that's very cool. You know, if you guys are pulling for Augusta, let me know how your pulls went. Let me know if you guys got lucky or if you guys got unlucky. Honestly, I think she's a pretty nice character to pull for if you do want like a new and improved, like, you know, lightning DPS character. she's pretty cool for that. But yeah, very nice, very nice. Let's see, can I check? Where's history? This one, right? I'm just curious to see how much I did for pity for pulls here. Oh, this updates really quickly. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I remember like for Genshin, it would take like a while for it to update on your history pulls. Okay, so that's where we got Lupa. So let's see, so that's gonna be 5. This is gonna be 14. Okay, so we got. Let's do a little bit of math on the calculator here, just because I'm lazy. So 70 pulls minus 3 technically, so about 67. Okay, yeah, honestly not half bad. So about 67 pulls total for Augusta, so pretty cool. Yeah, about 67 pulls. So yeah, it's like really good because 80 is, you know, it's like 20 from 80, 20ish around before 80, and then 70 is usually your soft pity, so got a little bit before that, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if I want to go for the weapon though, because it is cool, but like I also kind of am interested in the other character coming out in the second half. I think her name's like Ayano or something. I'm a bit interested in her, so I think I'm gonna hold off for her. And also, I don't think Augusta really needs her weapon. Like I think she can work fine without it. It's just, you know, like I just said, you know, having a weapon would be more beneficial, right? Though I do kind of need a good replacement though for her. Let's see. I do have my box. I could use that. I haven't used my box yet. The free box you get after, or like the box that gets you a free. What is the selector for whatever you want for weapons, like a 5 for the standard banner. I haven't used that yet, so I might give that a shot maybe, because that one, oh okay, got a gold finally. All right, sick. All right, finally got these damn pistols, I think, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Well, that being the case, swap these suckers to this. Honestly, I love the standard banner. It's honestly so great that we get standard banner pulls like every patch, because eventually you will be able to get all these weapons, and then you can eventually later, you know, work on getting more dupes, more copies for future characters. So it's honestly such a great system. I like this a lot personally. Swap this back to broadsword here. I think I might use the free selector for another weapon on Augusta, because I mean I could do that. Or if you guys don't know, I did actually buy the battle pass, and the battle pass weapon is the best 4-star weapon for her. But of course, the standard banner 5-star weapon is actually better than that for Augusta. So you know, there's some give and take with that. So she does do a bit less damage if I do go down that route, but it would save me not having to use my box right away, because I'd rather use that box for like emergencies, if that makes any sense. Otherwise, I would just have to swap between basically, you know, the lustrous razor or the standard banner greatsword here between Augusta and Lupa. Which personally, I'm not too crazy about doing that. I do have 14 pulls for the weapon banner though, but I don't know. Like Augusta, I do like Augusta, but I don't really feel like going out of my way to pull for her weapon is the thing. So that's why I'm kind of like up in the air about it, where it's like I like the character, like I like her, but I don't really feel like I need and want to, like, you know, really go out of my way for her weapon. Oh, let's see. Okay, I could use this. I mean, I do have every weapon in the game now, so it wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea, to be honest, if I were to do this. Yeah, I think you know what? I think I'm gonna use it actually, because I already have every weapon in the game for the standard banner. At least I have one copy. So at this point, I think it's probably fine to just grab another copy and then level it up for Augusta here. Which is going to be kind of funny, because I think there might be a situation where I have like a lot of eventually I might have a couple copies of these, where if there's just like, you know, I could have a, you know, fully duped out one of these, but you know, just going for the multiple copies just to have on each character. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just grab another one here and just slap it onto Augusta. I think that might be the play I do, or that I'll go with. Because where's my purple box? that has this battle pass swords. So this one? I don't know if it's that one. I know it's one of these. Oh, I think it's this one. Yeah, here we go. So it's gonna probably be this one, right? Yeah, increase attack by 4% upon dealing basic damage. I mean, it's also not bad for what it does. It's actually pretty good. But I feel like, you know, for Augusta, since she's a DPS character, going for a weapon that gives her more damage is probably gonna be more worthwhile, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna just give her the greatsword instead. Let me just double check, just because I don't want to accidentally waste it, because it is like, you know, one time, you know, once you use it, you can't go back on it. Let me just double check to make sure she uses greatswords. Okay, yeah, she does. You know, you never know, right? Better to be safe than sorry is what I'd like to say. Alright, let's use it. Because I'd rather have these pull saves up for the upcoming character coming up in the second half. Get a free dupe here. Where is she? Alright. Here you go. Brand new weapon. I don't have her Echo set though, because she has this new one here, this Crown of Valor set. Which I got no idea where to go for this, but I'm assuming it's part of the new region. And then we have another Echo set here that I'm assuming is for the other character that's coming out in the second half. Yeah, that seems about right. You know, I still find it super weird and funny how at least the HSR and the current WoW story are so fucking interconnected almost, like, or like, not interconnected, but like very similar, like they're almost like the same kind of story with the same kind of characters, like how on fucking, what is it? On HSR, right, we're getting Sereda soon, and then we got the other chick, Hyslins or whatever, and how Sereda on HSR is supposed to be like the queen, the main ruler of the region for the new story, right? And then how the other character, Hyslin, is supposed to be kind of like the advisor or whatever, and they're kind of doing the same thing on WoW, where Augusta's the, you know, overall big leader for Sepmont, right? And then I always forget her name. The other chick that's coming on in the second half is like an advisor for Augusta. So it's just kind of funny how much is just kind of like very similar, and especially with it coming out around the same time. Which I don't know. I just think it's really funny and weird how they're almost like synced up, as well as the story. Like a lot of things from both stories have been very, very similar to each other, which I think is very interesting as well. I'm not saying necessarily it's a bad thing, but I just find it very interesting how they're kind of basically almost doing the same thing in their own different way, of course. Granted, though, at least wuwa gets to the point faster than, you know, Hoyoverse with the story, so at least there's that, right? At least there is that. Looks like I have to get to the new region, though, if I want to upgrade my Augusta any further. And most likely as well to get her new set. So back to the grind. This is one thing I like to do sometimes in gacha games, is like if there's a character I want to pull for, sometimes I don't farm or go out of my way to farm their materials, just because like I have like a little bit of like you know how there's like those things like gacha equilibrium or whatever, or the what the fuck is it called, the desire meter or whatever. I kind of have something like that, or like a slight like belief kind of thing. There's like a better term for it, but there's like, I have like a slight belief where it's like, oh, if I don't farm the materials for the character, it may increase my chances. Now that's totally not, you know, logically that's not really how that works, or it's not supposed to be, but like, you know, I like to imagine like, oh, if like I don't farm the materials for a character, then, you know, I maybe get like a little bit extra luck for pulling the character, because like, hey, you know, see, I didn't show any signs of wanting to pull the character, I just pull for them, and like, oh, I got him, cool. So that's just kind of how I treat that a little bit. Of course, there's like, you know, there's not like a confirmed like thing or whatever. It's just my own little like a belief, I guess. My own little superstition for that. I do not know if I'm gonna have enough materials here. I might just have enough. Probably. Alright, let's get a few more of these. No, well, now, if you guys noticed for the title of the stream, for either on YouTube or Twitch, I left it a little bit vague because I think at least I remember noticing that for the when I played like when I was doing my dailies for Wolf for the last couple like days or weeks, uh, I did kind of notice that there was like a new gold quest or whatever, but the things that I don't know if that was like the part 2 to the Frivola patch. Like I didn't know if there was actually a part 2 to the story for the Frivola patch, or if maybe that was something else. So that's why I'm like I'm a little bit unsure on that. So that's why the title or is a little bit vague for the story part, because I generally don't like I don't know if we have to do or if I have to do more story before we can get to the new story with like Augusta, or if it's just like some other like random thing that's like a old story quest that I maybe like didn't fully complete, and that's what that is. So that's why the title is a little bit vague for the story, because I'm a little bit unsure on how much more I have to like I have to get through to be like caught up to like with the newest stuff that's currently out. But we'll find out about that in a little bit once I finish building on my Gust as far as I can here. I need some more of these materials. Alright, we'll swap these into these. I think that should be enough. And then we need a few more of these. Okay. And then we just got one more big level to go through. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but there's that was it Genshin had like their newest like update live stream or whatever, like a last night I think. Honestly, I didn't see it, but I did see some of like the people that were talking about like the big like news updates for it, and it seemed kind of cool actually, like what they're doing, like how you can get like free dupes for characters and whatnot. So I think that's kind of cool. It's just that like when I looked into a little bit more into it, it kind of sucked a bit because the it was basically like, oh yeah, you can get the dupes for old characters, but like it's kind of like I think you have to play like over a month and a half to get like one dupe for like an old character, and among like a bunch of other different stuff. So it's like, oh, so it's not like the best system in the world. It's like not like super great, but like it's at least kind of cool, right? You can at least get dupes for old characters for free that are like limited characters, so that's kind of nice. But it's not like the best system in the world at the end of the day. It just it's something that's like there. It's like cool, but could always be better, right? Could always be better. I probably should use some of my boxes for some of these. Let's see, how much do I need? Because I think I have a couple boxes where I can get some of these for free. I need 4 more. I feel like I should have like a box or something that has like a selection of these somewhere. Yeah, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let's get a good chunk of these. Go back. Where's Augusta? There you are.
Where my blade leads.
More than enough. I think there's some other stuff that was kind of cool too. Oh yeah, there's like they're making like a Mario Maker thing as well, where you can basically create your own characters and your own stages in Genshin, which is kind of cool, I guess. They could totally have just made that like a separate like game thing, but I guess it's probably a bit easier for them, maybe even for players, to just have it as like a subsection in Genshin. I think that's kind of cool a little bit. There's also kind of like, I guess another way to put it, it's like Roblox, but like for Genshin, like a Genshin skin, I guess. But I don't know, I think it's kind of neat. The Puppet King. Oh boy. Where's this gonna be? Yep, brand new area. Okay. Surely it won't take too long to get to there. Surely not. Alright, let's see. Got a couple more team slots here. Yeah, I can finally make my Electro team again. So I think this is an interesting thing with Augusta. Apparently, her best team is actually her, Mortefi, and then I think it was the shorekeeper. I have to actually look at it again. I forgot who the actual support was. But I want to say it was a shorekeeper at the end here, because you know she's generally like a really good support. But I know Mortefi was like a really good option, like one of the better options to go for, because apparently I thought Yinlin would be good because Yinlin is technically supposed to like support the electric team, but I was hearing that she's actually not that great with Augusta, which I found to be pretty interesting. Yeah, so shorekeeper Verena is like your last option here, so I prefer shorekeeper more. But yeah, apparently Mortefi is more useful than Yinlin, and the reason they give, at least on Pride Wind, let's see, yeah, I think it's because her Yinlin's rotation takes a bit more time because you have to do the E's, and then then you have to do like the spin thing, so it takes like a bit of time. So that's one reason why they give us like a downside. And then she's basically just a worse Mortefi. And Mortefi's better because apparently he's able to give a 38% heavy attack damage boost, which Augusta can use. And then basically giving more damage to Augusta is what it looks like. But yeah, it's pretty much the main reason as to why. So like basically giving more buffs and like having less time needed to be on the field. Whereas Yinlin needs more time and doesn't provide nearly as many buffs. So I need to get to work on building my Mortefi up a bit more because he's kind of lacking a bit, not gonna lie. I haven't really done too much stuff on Mortefi here. He's just kind of chilling. I mean, he's got decent stuff, but like not like a lot of crazy things going on here. All right, well, my Augusta's gonna be half baked for the time being, so let's go ahead and check out her little trial because I haven't done it, just to see how she plays, at a more leveled up level, not at a fucking level 40 but barely any leveled up skills level here. So let's see. So Augusta's Chain Resonance Liberation allows her to stop time. That sounds cool. I'm assuming like Zani maybe. Augusta grants a shield to all resonators in team when they cast intro skills and herself when she deals damage. Okay. Her outro skill grants the next incoming resonator damage amplification, or the next incoming resonator damage amplification for all attributes. So she can also buff up other allies too. Augusta accumulates prowess to cast chained heavy attacks, so she's a heavy attack user, and the ascendancy to cast chain resonance skills. Inherent skill, Blazing Valor, Outro skill, Battle Song of Unyielding, and Resonance skill, Unyielding Sunlight Plunge, grant Majesty. When Majesty reaches 2 stacks, Augusta can cast Resonance Liberation, Sublime is the Sun, and enter the Sword Allegiance state for 7 seconds, which can be finished by casting Resonance Liberation, Sublime is the Sun, Ever Bright Protector. Okay. So, from what I'm understanding here, let's see. So she gains this prowess to cast heavy attacks, and then ascending to cast. I'm not too sure what they mean exactly by ascendity here, but basically, I guess like her normal attacks or her E lets her do like these like chain resonance skills and then chain heavy attacks, and then her 2 skills here basically give you Majesty, and once you have 2 stacks of that, then you have this full Resonance Liberation, I'm assuming to like this right here, to this like cracked state, where it's like fully juiced up. And then when you activate it, then for 7 seconds, you enter this new state or whatever, I guess. Yeah, you enter the Sworn Allegiance state for 7 seconds, and then you can end it off with this by casting the E probably or something. And then when she has full prowess here, this becomes her to cast. Okay, yeah, so once she has prowess, that's like fully leveled up. I'm not sure which one accounts for prowess here, but once that's fully leveled up, then you hold basically do your heavy attack to do a special heavy attack, and then if you release it at a certain time or press it again, you do another move to do more damage basically. And then with full ascendity, press E and then E and attack, and then you do different skills here. And then we have full Majesty, that's your ultimate. Okay, so Majesty is based off the ultimate then. Interesting. Okay,
March on toward destined victory.
let's check her out a bit. Okay, visually, character looks great. Some people say better Malvika. I mean, to be honest, I love the biker thing for Malvika, but at that same time, for Nat Lion, it kind of made more sense if she were to be, wearing more regional clothing rather than like a cool, sexy biker outfit. Yeah, as much as nice as it looks. I do like how her sword, her greatsword, is literally the fucking greatsword from Elden Ring, which is like, I think it was supposed to be a reference to Game of Thrones, I think. So it's like double the reference. So this is her hold attack, or heavy attack, I mean. Okay, so she can do jump attacks. That's good to know. I like how she just kind of like, you know, fucking acts like a surfer when she rides it down. Okay, what about her E? Her E does a big slam. Alright, let's start. That's her echo. That's 2 boosts. This is her ultimate. Oh, interesting. Okay, her ultimate looks like, her ultimate's a bit interesting. Okay. Okay, hold it. And E. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, we have a new gauge here. Oh, there's like a little meteor in the bottom there, level going up. Okay, it's fully charged now. Oh shit. Okay. Now she has a fucking new sword here. Oh shit, okay. So there's like a double ultimate going on. Okay. That's cool. So she has a lot. So she has like 2 different ultimates, I guess. And then her E can transform into 2 different moves that can complement to each other. So she has 2 different gauges. So she has her normal concerto one, with like the purple like lines, and then she has the other ones in the middle. That's like the circle one that I think ties into her ultimate. That's pretty cool. Pretty sick. And apparently she does like a lot of damage, which is pretty cool. So like electric teams are literally back on top because of how much damage she literally outputs. I do wonder if she's better than Cardathea though, or if she's just like on the same tier of like, you know, being really, really strong. Regardless, pretty cool. Pretty cool. When I first saw the character, I thought she was really cool anyway, so I wanted to go for try and grab her regardless of that fact. But yeah, alright. Let me see how much time do I have for this. Not a lot of time. Okay, that's good to know. Well, I can't really farm any more materials for Augusta, so might as well continue the story. Yeah, we'll just continue the story here. Now, I don't know if this is the new one with Augusta or if this is from last patch with Frivola. So we'll find out together, I suppose. Cause yeah, I don't really know, to be honest, guys. I don't really know.
Muggy day. Sky's gloomy. Air's all wet. Oh man! At least let me finish my sentence. Ugh. Cold. Oh.
Hot meal should warm you right up. Well, it's already pretty hot over here, so I think a cold meal will be a little bit better. Damn, man, it's raining too?
Sprinting all the way here from Raguna.
Damn, that's a big bowl of spaghetti.
Whoa, pinch me! This is a feast and a half.
Damn, we got pizza, fucking spaghetti, cupcakes.
So, we did bring enough money, right? I mean, we kind of rushed out without grabbing anything.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, that? Don't worry. Money's not an issue.
Damn, who's covering the tab?
Augusta made sure.
Oh, okay.
All our food.
Man, what a nice lady.
Filled straight to the F-Force Palace.
My guy's fucking chilling on that cup of coffee.
I think the owner might have overdone it a little.
Ha! Better get used to it. You're the champ of the Great Aegon. know me. If food's on offer, I'll be a scoffer. Yeah, no leftovers, guaranteed.
Damn, and pancakes? What the fuck? Like, this is like a crazy brunch meal going on over here. Also the shrimp too.
Free stay, free meal. This effort really knows how to treat guests. Maybe we should, you know, hang around a bit longer.
Man, that pancake stack looks kind of crazy. It's like, looks like a pancake, and then there's like just a big fucking
This smells
beef patty in the middle of that. Can you imagine eating like a fucking massive ass beef
Abby,
patty in there? Like,
What
like
do
it
you
was some
think
big ass
Cantarella
sandwich.
wants me to find? If Cardathia is right, the last clue should be somewhere on the Sandwich Plateaus.
Maybe we should go check it out.
We're so close to the finish line, just one step away. But our pace is slowed.
Relax. We're already back in Septimont. What's the rush? I remember Lupa said there's this weird blight cloud hanging over the Sandwich Plateaus.
Seems like a pretty good place to check out then.
And when the high tide, or whatever, rolls around, all the gladiators go there to hunt tacit discords.
Ooh.
Wait, is the high tide coming up soon? The Afra's invite did say something about a big hunt. Huh, that reminds me. Aren't we supposed to meet her today?
I guess. I don't remember.
A messenger came this morning. Augusta is dealing with an emergency, so our meeting's postponed. It looks like it'll be a while. An unexpected change. It's throwing everything off course. I don't like the feel of it. And why me for this hunt? If it's about the great Aegon. The messenger said none of the other gladiators were invited.
Who knows? Maybe she just wants to test her strength against you. Typical Septimontian, right?
Maybe. See how strong we really are.
So?
Or maybe to see how reliable we could be.
But I doubt she acts on such simple impulses. And as the F4, can she really thoughtlessly do whatever she wants?
Guessed from afar. You
Who the heck
possess
is this guy?
eyes as clear as crystal. But
What the heck?
what troubles you so that eyes once bright as the Highland sky now dark
Never seen you before.
in clouds? A warrior who walks the blade's edge does not falter over trifles.
I don't know if you want to be walking around barefoot right here.
The clouds,
It's a little
if
wet.
I may guess, are cast from the throne. At the peak of Capitolini Hill, beneath the pale walls of the Ephes Palace, secrets lie buried. And the most intricate among them are those born from the pursuit of power. Even one as honorable as the Epher must learn when to be ruthless. In Septimont, a city forged in iron and blood, anyone who seeks the throne without knowing the cost is no better than a lamb marching to the butcher's knife.
And you are?
I am Nestor, a traveling poet. The rains in Septimont never seem eager to leave this season. So then, if you are curious about the effort, then allow me to say that nothing would honor me more than to offer even a modest service to the champion of the great Aegon.
Wait, how do you know he's the champion? And all that stuff about the F4 too?
You know, maybe he just has an extra special sense of
Your
feeling.
eyes. Were we talking too loud? about?
Or that too.
To see and to hear are but two of the
Bro,
many ways
bro,
to
you just could have been eavesdropping like, oh, interesting.
Trusting the senses is a habit, a natural experience, but not the only option. Truth be told, I've been gathering inspiration for my next epic, and its protagonist is none other than Augusta, the effort.
One thing is that this guy gives me like Kristoff vibes, so I don't know.
That's why I speak of
It's a little
her
bit
with some
interesting.
familiarity. I have a feeling your tale with her will soon be written. And knowing more about those who walk
Wouldn't it be funny
alongside you is
if like
rare
Kristoff just had a
benefits.
brother that was like actually on the good side, and he just happened to be here? It's like, I'm also a writer too, or a poet.
Augusta, a girl of humble birth, a resonator of modest talent, a commoner without noble patronage, and yet, from the dead
Ah, the
of
classic.
Septimum City,
I became the ruler from nothing but pure strength and being cool and smart and whatever else. Not saying that's a bad trope, but I actually like that trope quite a bit. But it's just a little bit funny because it's, you know, again, it's one of those things that gets to the point where it's like getting, you know, a little bit overplayed, but at the same time, I do like it. So, you know, can't really blame people for using that one because that's always like a good one to use. Also, what the fuck is this? Huh? Does it matter which side I go with? You're role playing? Okay. Your past decisions may not have always been the best. I understand. Take a deep breath. Small frightened girl clutching a sword stands amidst the ruins. A group of Solomon Septimantinian gladiators stand guard around her. Hey kid, are you alone? Don't be afraid. We know what the Dark Tide did to your home, but we're here to help. And we're here to help. Timidly observe the man in front of you. Boldly observe the man in front of you. I guess, I don't know. Timidly? Different choices will change the corresponding stats value. Okay. You must be hungry. Here. Should be enough to keep you from starving for now. Refuse the food offered by the gladiator. Take the food. We could take you to Septimon City. It's not safe here. We don't know when the next disaster will strike. Staring at these ruins won't change anything. Continue. Even if you build these walls 1,000 times, they'll never hold against the Dark Tide. Don't have the strength to stop it. Bring me your sword and come with us. Or bring your sword and come with us. Let go of your sword. Grip your sword with determination. The gladiators shake their heads and pat their shoulders. Maybe look back at the ruined village. Okay, I guess that was a bad option. In the end, you chose to leave the village. Gladiator's words reveal the bitter truth. You lack the strength to protect the home you are now leaving behind. In your travels, you engage with the gladiators. Stay quiet. I guess engage. Following the gladiators, you arrive to the city of Septimon by ship. You wave them goodbye after arriving at the central square. Meanwhile, you notice the square is crowded with citizens. Show your awe of the city. Remain quiet and anxious. I think show your awe of the city. A poster for the gladiators Aegon is pinned on to a wooden board. The air is filled with a heated chatter about the upcoming match. Draw closer to the crowd. The gathering people push you toward the crowd. Draw closer to the crowd. You must know, Septimon, revere strength. Here only a victor reigns. That is the law of the city itself. You notice the passion-filled eyes of Septimon. You notice the disdain of the eyes. Let's go passion. Eat or be eaten. Such is the way of the city. To survive, you'll have to find your bite and seize the crown with your own teeth. Can't stop thinking about the conversation. You realize the gliders are a very symbol of strength to Septimont. If there's a way to dominate the area, maybe you'll find the strength you're looking for. Tear down the poster and walk away from the crowd. Quietly leave the crowd. I think quietly leave the crowd. There are always those commoners who view the Aegon as mere boring displays of butchery, but we're hardly entertained by the sights of rats shrieking in the dirt. What we crave is true magnificence, a warrior who can make roses bloom from blood. Want to have a little bet on how many mangy rats are going to try for the Aegon this year? Them and their stench be stinking up the place. Ignore their words. You're slightly concerned about your status and talents, not ignore their words. You're determined to step out into the arena. The rules demand a mentor at your back, someone to keep death from claiming you on the first day, perhaps even teach you to see the fight through the end. After hitting several dead ends, you eventually come across Kato. Kato is a retired gladiator star, but takes on a few proteges. So, you want to join the Aegon, you say? Why don't you start by telling me a little bit about yourself? You recall the discussions about gladiators' identity, status, and talents. People in the city of Septimont seem to value these more than anything. You choose to lie about your past or speak honestly about your past. I think we'll go with speak honestly. Accepting fate. The dark tide took your home, and you kept the Septimont seeking strength. Is that so? Well, you got some metal, but that's not gonna cut it here. Go home. People like you always show up nothing but fancy dreams. Only to see them crushed and trampled. I've seen enough idiots like you. Stay silent? I think we'll try to argue. What now? Still? Are you here? Think your stubbornness will change my mind? Pathetic. Tighten the grip on your sword. Look Kato straight in the eye. Let's go with look him straight in the eye. Alright then, let's have a duel. Land one strike and you win. If you manage that, I'll teach you the way to be a true gladiator. This duel here is your entrance trial. Accept the duel without hesitation. Accept the duel with a great deliberation. Go without hesitation. Blades meet in sharp clash. Kato moves with practice ease. You are quickly defeated. Strengthless. Do you realize how weak you are? Which is why I am seeking power. Which is why I want to become a gladiator. Let's go with power. Do you really know who you're fighting against? Can you really best me? You can't. Now, how do you plan to end this? Challenge him again the next day. Back for round 2, are we? Country rats like you are always pestering us city folks. Say you are, huh? As the city folks say you are, huh? Defend, attack. Let's go with attack. Just like last time, you aren't much of a challenge to Kato. You're swiftly beaten once again. Go back, this is not your path. Continue the challenge on the 3rd day. Too weak, too slow. Your foolish swings only bring smiles to your enemies. Then I'll be faster. Then I'll be stronger. Is that your best? How naive. Well, I guess a rat that lives in the dark is never meant for the sun. Checkmate, you've lost. Challenge him again on the 4th day. Still not ready to give up? Why don't you sell your sword? It'll give you some food at least. Challenge him on the 5th day. You stand before Kato again, drawing your exhausted body nearly at your limit. I can still fight. The one swept up by the blade whispers passing your sunny home. Soft sunlight cascades on the gray oak's leaves, and you hear your friend's laughter, your parents' gentle calls. Then the very next breath, a bone-deep chill engulfs you. The touch you know all too well. Thoughts race across your mind. Your hand instinctively grip the sword hilt. I won't surrender. I can't stop here. Can't stop here. You seize the opening and land a hit on Kato. Kato's hands you his sword and turns to leave. We'll catch a sword. In Septimont's arena, the victor claims the weapon of the defeated, a symbol of conquest. This sword is now yours. Victor. You are determined to bite off that crown. Not fall before you get there, Augusta. That's your name, isn't it? Yes, I am Augusta. The moment you step into the arena, you'll lose this name. Spectators may brand you with a number or a symbol or even the name of some wild beast. I'm prepared. And the only last one standing has the right to claim their true name. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even with our identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? I will make them know my true name. Training starts tomorrow. 6 sharp right there. This isn't even an option. Chapter 1.
Fail enough times, and you might eventually succeed. Should we call it resilience?
Could be both, right?
Stubbornness? Or perhaps...
Oh,
for a girl who
perhaps.
had lost everything, there was never a second option. She had no one to trust but herself, and naught but a blade to hold. And yet, as the first stanza of an epic, this is nothing extraordinary. Since the lament, across the scorched lands of Solaris, I've heard this story repeat itself, again and again. Greatness. Yes, our era has certainly seen it. But true greatness is never found on the first page of a story. Courage, glory, and honor. Such immortal virtues have been etched in tablet and stone. They are never forged overnight.
But what if they were forged overnight? Ever think about that?
Elusive as the wind, they weave themselves into every twist of fate, tangling with every insignificant choice we make.
What's wrong, Abby?
I don't know.
Also, your forehead's kind of red.
The Augusta he's talking about, and the F where we saw in the arena. No
I mean,
way
to be
they're the same
fair,
person.
probably makes sense after all the stuff she's probably had to go
A
through.
girl far from home, arriving in the city upon Capitolini Hill in pursuit of strength. No title,
Besides, we've barely interacted with her, at least
no
one-on-one.
wealth. I doubt anyone at the time could have imagined her rising to where she is now.
No, there might be one.
Do you mean Kato?
Yeah, he probably could tell.
Do you believe Kato handed her that final victory on purpose?
No, I think she earned it, at
Scathing words
least.
were a test of her resolve.
Maybe he had grown long tired of the corrupt
Then
system.
Kato must have been an idealist, to place his faith in a girl with nothing to her name. Now, why don't we keep this question in mind and see where the story leads us?
Okay. Let's continue. Alright. Dawn breaks with a pale glow. A month has already passed under Kato's training, and today the grind continues. A little rest won't hurt. I'll go later. Stick to the training schedule. You arrive at the training site, repeating the same moves over and over again. Has begun to wear on your patience. You notice some gladiators training and moves you've never seen before. You decide to stay focused and keep on your own training. Peek into their own training. You reflect on your training as always. I was always you alone, facing the wooden post, patching yourself up over and over again. Endure and push through. Day slip by and the gladiator's Aegon draws near. Today Kato will give you one final lesson. I've done all I can to prepare you now. Now you're on your own. This is graduation ceremony? Training ends here. What a graduation ceremony. Here's my final task for you. Tell me, why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through all this training? You aren't sure what to say? You already know the answer. Your ideal has never faltered since you left home, to be strong enough to protect others. You meet Kato's gaze and he reads the answer in your eyes. I remember my true ambition. Offer Kato your thanks. go with thanks. In the meantime, a flicker of desire crosses your eyes. You recall Kato's words from when this all started. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You have to conquer their hearts, win their applause, even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? I will make it happen. You're aware the sponsors for the gliders, Aegon, are mostly nobles and wealthy merchants. Figures beyond your reach, except perhaps in the underground arena. Yeah, these are all the top line merchandise I got here. Care to take a look? Like products on display, you and a few other gliders stand in the middle of the underground arena, scrutinized by nobles and wealthy merchants and stands. One by one, those beside you are chosen and escorted away. Take a step forward. The audience cast their eyes in your direction, however, all you receive is constant laughter in return. Glimpses of the nobles' lavish lifestyle flicker through. Visions of your home ruin flash in your mind. Not too sure which one would be good to go for. Maybe the lavishness? No, it was the home one. These laugh, so they really did have a hand in that disaster. The rot and high places also placed a part in your home's ruin. The dark tide alone did not destroy your home. Let's go with the dark tide, not destroy your home. When the dark tide struck, those with power and wealth continued their life in indulgence and luxury. The might of these gladiators existed only to serve their desires. Silently you swore to shatter these rules. A fire of anger ignites in your chest. Well, well, well. A village girl with such unremarkable forte, dreaming of power and strength. Can't remember the last time Septimon had a joke this amusing. Show them your sword. Try and you'll see. What can you offer? Prancing around like a circus clown, scrambling for your life, so we can all have a good laugh? Or do you think playing innocent will win you favor? I never disdain. Don't underestimate me. I'll never disappoint. Anyone interested in this one? After all, watching this weak struggle is always a fine source of entertainment. Give the nobles a chilling stare as they talk in whispers. You wear a smile in anticipation that someone will pick you. Let's go with the stare one. Entertainment, you say? The Septimon's strength defines worth. We shouldn't be so quick to judge a glider who offers herself. Shouldn't be so quick to judge a glider who offers herself. You turn to view towards the voice. With heavy steps, a well-dressed noble, old-school noble, walks down from the stands towards you. He smells of rotten stench. It's unlike the smell of rats, as the Septimonians have put it, but a foul odor of power and wealth. You frown at the old-school noble. Slightly clench your fist. Let's go with the slightly clenched fist. I engage in only profitable ventures. To stand in this arena, you must prove your worth. I have 3 trials for you. Survive them and we may speak further, brave young lady. You accepted the noble's trials. Through trials is too fine for a word for something intended only to break you. Well, let's head to the trial grounds. Outside the walls of Septimon City lies a wasteland plagued by the dark tide, your homeland. It's not different from the home you remember. Returning home, you can't help but feel sentimental. Strength went down now, okay, my bad. See a ferocious lion beast corrupted by the dark tide's prowls deep within a cave. No common blade can cut through its skin. Your first trial is to slay that beast. The noble, however, decides to strip you of all equipment but a dull sword. Dull sword is more than enough. The mountain trail winds like a serpent. Among the charred tree stumps, dozens of bleached skeletons lie scattered. You suspect you're getting close as you continue forward against the unpleasant smell. When the first rays of sunlight split the clouds, the cave reveals itself, breathing death. Before you get a clear picture of the cave, a crushing force presses down upon you. Who are you? Try to break free. Let's go with try to break free. Shh, get down! Are you trying to get yourself killed? Hold your breath or you'll alert it. And do as he says. You turn around and see a hunter. Just then a massive beast roars and walks past where you are hiding. Keep your head down, secretly stare at it. Oh. Let's secretly stare at it. After the lion beast has left, you apologize to the hunter. It was thanks to him the beast did not notice you. Going by those clothes, you're a Septimon gladiator, eh? I used to be just like you. Lost in big match, got tossed out by the nobles, ended up like this. We're nothing but their playthings. The skills home for battle are now merely tools for survival. Septimon has abandoned the strength it desperately needs. Your pity is you pitying such reality. Ask the hunter what you should do. Ask the hunter about the lion beast. Only a madman will go after that lion. Have my reasons. I know what I'm doing. I'll go with that. Have my reasons. His words are rough, but he eventually tells you everything he knows. You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt. To get more knowledge of your prey, you choose to silently observe the lion beast in the following days. After a few days, you manage to grasp an overall behavior pattern of the lion beast. Thus, you march towards the deep cave. Deep within the cave's dark embrace, you tread softly. Then, a sudden dread freezes your steps. Between the flickering torch flames, a monstrous shape appears, the lion beast. Fire from the nether dances amid its golden mane, while claws like scythes tear wounds in the earth. Draw your sword and strike the lion beast. Maintain distance and swing your sword. Let's go maintain distance. As you expected, your sword fails you. It's ineffective against the lion. Before you can take a breath, the lion's thunderous roar storms you again. You decide to quickly analyze the cave's environment, dodge its attacks, and search for its weak point. Let's go with dodge its attack and look for a weak point. No good, can't find an opening. It's moving faster and reaching further. Can't keep this up. Its strength alone isn't enough. Perhaps I can borrow some help. Just before the lion beast pounces on you, you slash it. You slash with all your strength at the stalactite above. It crashes down on the lion's gaping jaws. It still has fight. It's not over yet. You land on its neck. It lunges to seize you, but you swiftly dodge. But your swift dodges force its claws into a deadly knot around its throat. Seeing your chance, you give a final pull, and the beast strangles itself into a fractured strangle. Guess using the environment is one way to do it. Let's go with the environment one. The trail has ended, and you drag your exhausted body towards the stream. Clear water cascades down the mountain valley, and the dense forest slumbers silently in its nature's cradle. You rinse your blood-stained hands in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red. The birds scatter and the fish vanish. You sense the forest unease at your presence. Are they afraid of me? Are they afraid of my power? The critters panics, plunges you in reflection. For the first time, you realize the power can instill fear. You desire more power? You're somewhat shaken. Let's go with desire more power, I guess. With no time you rest, you approach the nobleman again. He imposes the second trial upon you. What is it this time? Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement. I'm sure you're aware, girl, that all the warriors of Septimon have 2 lives. Okay, they seem to have mentioned this before. One by their parents and the other by their sword. You may consider the sword in the gladiator's hand as their life in the arena. For your second trial, bring me 100 lives. Yes, prove to me you are worthy of standing in the arena. Turn with your disgust as you wave to accept. To get a mission pass for the Egon, you start the second trial. Day after day, you fight gladiators of Septimon. As your reputation grows, so do the spectators. They don't care who you are, but only want to see when you will fail. Look at that girl again. Didn't she think she would get as many wins as she did? Just look at the size of her. How will she even carry those swords? Focus on your opponent before you. Ignore their comments. Let's focus on the opponent. You have grown used to this kind of noise. The deafening cheers numb your fatigue. Your sword now rests against your opponent's throat. Spare the opponent and wait for the next challenger. Suppress your desire to kill. Maybe spare? One by one, the gladiators you challenge grow in numbers. Those you defeated kneel before you, offering the sword, symbolizing their honor with both hands. Steadily plant the opponent's sword in the ground. Raise your opponent's sword. So let's put the sword in the ground. Even a Septimont, there's a limit to opponents that prove a challenge to you. Eventually you will need to seek out tougher challengers. You have targeted Victor, a frequent champion of Egon from one of the house of the noble houses. Do you have any idea who Victor's father is? His lordship is the largest sponsor of the Egon. Power, wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. Victor has the best mentor, the finest weapon. Indeed. The house behind Victor comes to you with an offer, a perfect job and substantial fortune if you walk away from the duel. Rip the contract. You reject the bribe without a second thought. Humiliated, the noble servant spits curses in your faces. Say nothing and avoid any altercations. You arrogant country peasant, do you know what it means to refuse a noble? Then you shall suffer your arrogance. When the time comes, don't expect any pity, as you won't be getting any. Eye the Sion beside the servant. Ignore the servant. The Sion silences the rambling servant and tears the contract. Let's go. There's no point in talking sense to this arrogant fool. Then again, I appreciate it if you don't waste too much my time in the arena. They throw a bag of credits as a way to humiliate you, following it up with the sarcasm and mocking gesture. They attempt to overwhelm you with their pride. You retaliate with the same insults. You feel nothing. Let's go with you feel nothing. The day arrives. Victor accepts your challenge with his honor of nobility as the stake. You remember well the haughty look he wore. A few days prior. But the nobles wield only swords. Words, not swords. Victor knows nothing about swordsmanship. You easily defeat the weak, incompetent scion and casually lift his pretty helmet with the tip of your sword. Approach the noble seats. Stare at the watching nobles with contempt. Let's approach the noble seat. I have won, and I have achieved it without wasting your time. Do you see? Your gladiated lies shattered before real strength. Toss the helmet back to Victor. Step on Victor's helmet. Let's toss it back to Victor. The crowd erupts in cheers and applause. The nobles, unable to deny your triumph, lower their heads. You return to your lodging to count your trophies. 99 swords, 99 opponents defeated. Now only one life is left to claim. Most gladiators have feared your reputation and dare not to challenge you except one. Adriel, rising star in the underground arena. Unlike you, he was born with powerful forte. He is undoubtedly the king of the arena. Talents no longer matter to me. A sword tempered by countless battles is no less sharp. Amidst the endless chanting of the name Adriel, you arrive as promised. Even the old school nobles present this time. So, as always, spectators crowd the arena. Your opponent towers physique dwarfs you, and his crushing presence brings to mind the fearsome lying beast. After several exchanges, you notice something unusual. The floor is too slippery. To gain a foothold, Adriel's armor is unusually heavy. You're also familiar with his noble's despicable tricks. Keep calm. Anger brews within you. Let's keep calm. You then shift your pace, luring Adriel to the very trap meant for you. After a few more rounds, his steps grow loose, his reaction sluggish. Seize the opportunity. Your sword stops just before the neck of Septimon's strongest gladiator. The entire arena falls silent. Almost immediately, the crowd erupts in applause. Stab, stab, stab. Is that so? Kill, kill, kill. Now? Adriel closes his eyes and accepts his fate. Victory is already mine. In front of everyone's watchful eye, you only take Adriel's sword. You then bow towards the audience before turning to leave. You feel the people's gaze. Live, live, live. Leave the cheers behind you. Look back at the crowd and wave. The next day you arrive before the old school nobles with 100 lives. Adriel's merely made of Septimon flesh. Above him stands a far greater force. I'm ready for the third trial. Your third trial is to earn the blessing of Arenosa. Lioness of Glory. That's an impossible feat. Never planned to let me pass the trial. I know Arenosa. It's never tasted defeat. People say it's a peak no humans can ever reach, the last wall of Septimon, but I accept. In this insurmountable challenge that stirs the thirst for victory in your blood, you accept the third trial to confront the guardian of Septimon, Arenosa. On the eve of the trial, you return to the training grounds once again. While you wait for Kato, you find yourself standing before the familiar wooden post. It has been your most enduring companion in your pursuit of true strength. Put it down and leave your past behind? Hug it gently. Well, not particularly an easy path, is it? Tell me, where did you learn this path from? What did you learn from this path? Strength can instill fear. Strength can be destructive. Let's go with the fear, I guess. Strength brings conquest, such as humanity's oldest rule. Augusta, I will be there for your last trial, and I will call your name for all to hear. Let's go, thank you. Back in your room, you stare blankly at your stacked collection of swords. These trophies symbolize strength, conquest, but how will you show them to the world? You once heard the tale of a legendary gladiator, a warrior who would always fuse their opponent's swords with their own after victory. Now you decide to tread the same path and stand before the smithy. Step outside the blacksmith's forge, gaze at the flying sparks. Stop outside. You wish to demonstrate your strength, yet now you seek to do this with very power not of your own. Watching the blacksmith's hammer rise and fall, seemingly impractical idea emergence. In the end, you use your forte to fuse all your swords into one. Grip the heavy sword in your hand. Feel the power. Your forte never stands out among the resonators, but its seemingly insignificant power is enough to be stronger than the forge and fire of hammer swings. The day of the final trial has finally arrived. You walk to the arena's center with you, newly forged sword. The bronze horns blaze from atop the 12 stone pillars. All eyes are on you. Everyone is eager to witness how a human will rival the strength of Arenosa. Take a deep breath, survey your surroundings. Suddenly, a rumbling roar cut through the noise of the crowd. The nobles banter, flutter, and fall. A colossal shadow swallows the sunlight around you. Arenosa appears. Arenosa's mountainous size catches your eye. There's a slight ringing in your ears. Let's go with the catches the eye. It's awake! A noble shriek. Arenosa stands silently opposite to you. Slowly, its eyes open, coldly watching you. Focus, stay alert. Rest your hand on your head. Let's focus and stay alert. With a sudden sweep of her tail, the lioness shatters the stone pillar. You roll aside, barely dodging the flying debris. A chill sweeps through the tearing your cloth on your left shoulder. Take the initiative. The screams from the stands are soon drowned by the lioness's roar. A wave of sound and dust rips past your ears. You can taste blood on your lips and tongue. Let's quickly patch. Your second attack comes without warning. You barely have time to react before your sword rises to meet her descending paws. All your counters from previous battles. This strike shall be my all. Let's recall. You managed to withstand Arenosa's fierce attack, and at the moment it would draw, seize the opportunity to thrust your blade into the ancient crack into right foreleg. Golden blood spills the arena. Let's look up at Arenosa. Arenosa seizes her attack, her mane brushing against your bloodstained face before she lowers her head. The arena shakes with applause. You hear the crowd chanting your name in honor. I have gained Lysa's blessing. The voices they are. Listen to the waves of cheers. Oh, wise, O noble Arenosa, the mighty guardian of Septimon. Bestow upon her the crown of courage and strength. Walk up the steps after Arenosa. When the cries of triumph resonate with the earth, we see the fire of humanity blaze across Septimon. Waves after wave of applause. The Septimonians salute me as I advance. O sun and moon, witness this extraordinary feat. Witness her epic decadation to Septimon. Take another step forward. After the platform rises, you realize that by earning Arenosa's blessing, you have been granted a privilege. They're all bowing to me. You're crowned the champion without the great Eon. Nevertheless, you are already conquered countless gladiators with your strength. Under everyone's gaze, glory now bows at your feet. Let's raise our sword. At last, you stand atop the summit of the champion. Only now, with battle fire cooled in your veins, do your wounds raise their voice in protest. You have shattered the decaying order with strength, and through strength you shall reshape new rules. You shall wield gladiators' valor on the righteous path. You shall allow no more fragile lives to tremble before death. You shall ensure that your homeland's tragedy will forever be undone. Yet, should these new rules, forged by might, lose their foundation, will they not fall? Cold whisper of Anise close on your chest. Well then, no time for pointless pondering now. From this day forward, your sword, your honor, your 2 lives shall serve Septimont. At the summit of Septimont. It's pretty cool.
Merely the rough shape of a short epic. This is all I can offer about the effort.
Pretty good story, not gonna lie.
Now, as a listener, what do you make of my narration?
Enjoyed it.
I appreciate your kind words, my generous listener. I am only a humble wordsmith, spinning verses and rhymes. The essence of poetry is granted by those who dare defy their fate. There is one thing I must confess. Through my words, your knowledge of the Ephor is partial, at best.
So not the true story, or of the full story?
Poetry can only offer a glimpse of the true story. The reality of people, events, and things slips beyond the grasp of words. I do not belong in the pages of the epic, so I remain confined to the observer's gaze. I can imagine events and emotions unfold.
But we can, with at least the space here.
Here's some advice for you, though I hesitate to call it such. If you want the truth of a story, step into it. Become part of it. The opportunity stands before you now. As I've said, the tale between you and Augusta, the hero of Septimont, is only now turning its next page.
You seem to know exactly what I'm about to do.
It's not difficult to see. Fate flows like the stars, tracing their course. Your destination is written in the steps you take.
Damn, no more rain, huh?
The rain is passing. I hear it ceasing its symphony upon the earth. It is time for farewells. Before I leave, may I ask you one last question? What is it that has lifted Augusta to the seat of power? What is it that makes a ruler?
Well, I'd say strength.
Strength is part of it.
Let's be real. There's no way Augusta could have passed those trials without strength.
But it's not the full part of it.
Rover, what do you think?
It's more than just strength. Her unyielding resolve.
You needn't rush to answer now. Keep it in mind as you continue your journey. When the final chapter is written, the answer will reveal itself. Farewell, my friend. Our paths crossed by fate and by chance.
I guess.
Soon, after this brief encounter, everything about me will be gone with the wind. But you, your epic continues.
What's that supposed to mean? Oh, okay. Who the fuck is this? He just fucking vanished into fucking paper. The previous day.
Your Excellency, you have indulged her too much. As the priestess, you know is far too unruly in both action and word. It's a disgrace to her title.
Indeed. She entered the palace unannounced, uninvited, and with no decorum. A blatant affront to the authority of the palace.
Same as always. Senators, all she crossed was a doorway. One too insignificant to carry the weight of our authority, or defend anyone's fragile pride. Let us not forget, it is not the walls of Capitolini Hill that command fear. It is my will, my sword, and our relentless conquest. I know your fear. You fear a priestess's voice drowning yours, and a rebel challenging the Senate's rules. But listen well. Power does not bow to sycophants, cowering behind their traditions. If you seek power, then step from the shadows. Face me, and prove yourself worthy.
Based. Oh, it's Iono. Yeah, there's another character coming out in the second half of this patch.
Long enough, Augusta.
Handling the senators takes time. You know that. Well, to keep our esteemed priestess from waiting, maybe next time I'll just leave them to their own devices. I'll make sure they record every detail of your feat, and relay it word for word to Grandmother Lilibet. Priestess Iuno, unruly behavior, left Tetragon Temple without permission, and trespassed into the Ephor's palace. I wonder, who will lose it first? Lilibet or you?
Let those old foxes report me all they want. If they step into the tetragon left foot first, I'll shoot the left. Right foot first, I'll shoot the right.
Damn.
Hey,
Make him crippled
I'm
already.
with you on that one. The Senate should be reminded now and then that the Tetragon's kindness is not a reason to take Priestess Yuno lightly. Why didn't you wait there? I had everything handled. We depart for the hunting ground tonight. If anything changed, you could have reached me by my terminal. You didn't need to come all the way here. I want you free of duty until that day arrives.
We're overthinking it, Augusta. I'm here to see that person.
Oh, the rover?
Grandmother Lilibet said his fate is one of unknowable void. Sounds intriguing enough to make time for.
So that's it? Too bad. The ship from Laguna won't dock until tomorrow morning, and we'll be gone by then.
Ugh, what a hassle.
Patience, you know. The warrior has accepted the invitation. So, you'll have plenty of time to meet during the hunts. Is there something else you want to say?
I read Grandma Lillibut's Book of Prophecies. The hunt and our plan, neither end well. Are you sure we should go through with this?
Risk does not trouble me. Peril simply requires greater strength. But really, when did you start caring about the temple's traditions?
O ye faithless of Septimont, the divinity is enraged. Should your ruler defy their will again, doom shall be your fate. Lately, I've been hearing murmurs from the nobles again about the ancient prophecy from Raguna.
I will admit, those words once carried weight. But when our ancestors crossed the waters and climbed these hills, Raguna's divinity didn't get a seat on the ship. And the priestesses all said the prophecy was incomplete. Only the hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides, shall bring eternity to Septimos.
Ah,
Shall
interesting.
the waters quiet, the tempest still, and glory return with the blood of the old king. Do not forget, this is the other half of the prophecy. Fabius, Attilius, Valeria, one after another, these heroes have saved Septimon from the brink of ruin. As long as a hero stands, no disaster can break this eternal city.
What if this time is different? What if ruin is our fate?
Then we can just revert it. Easy. No problem.
Then I will sever that fate with my blade.
What's so amusing?
So, the fearless priestess Yuno can be frightened after all. But it's fine. If you're afraid, don't push yourself. I can handle this alone. Most revered priestess, wait for me in the temple. I shall return victorious.
Frightened. Me? If anything, it's you, trying to shut me out and face it alone. Fine. Go ahead. You'll come back to me sooner or later.
That I can't deny.
I knew it. So you do need me for this hunt.
Thank you, Yuno.
Why are you saying this?
The storm is coming. Come, you know, my friend. The best way to greet a storm is to walk straight into it.
Damn, that's a clean fucking shot right there. That was a really good shot right there. Seeing the sun right in front of them and then them standing right in front of it or whatever. Pretty cool. Alright, so yeah, it looks like we just did last patch's story, I think. That's what that was. Like a little interlude for this one. And then this should be the actual Augusta story here. Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and start it up. maybe later today. We'll see. But at the very least, it'll be next stream. So, yeah, good, because it is a bit late for me, guys. So I'm probably gonna be going to bed here. But yeah, maybe later tonight we'll do another stream. We'll continue the story. My stream might be around this time-ish, hopefully a little earlier, if I do another stream later tonight to continue the story. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna probably wrap things up here. Let me just do a little bit of switcheroo here, just for a bit of fun. Well, alright guys, with that being said, if you guys are new here, we'd really appreciate it if you guys drop a like, comment, you know, if you guys are on YouTube as well, consider subscribing. It is free after all. And then if you guys are on Twitch, consider following. It is free as well. If you do guys like gacha content, I do try to stream at least once a week. And same thing with videos, try to get videos up on YouTube at least once a week, at least one. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace. Take care, everybody.